is Dara Cunningham. I'll be speaking about soldering the TCRT5000 reflective colour sensor and wires on my group's robot time trial. For our group's robot to participate in the time trial track, we needed a colour sensor that made our robot turn corners to allow our robot to proceed in the time trial. To connect the sensors to the robot, we use a soldering iron at approximately 250 degrees, soldering wires and wires. We put through a red, blue and black wire through the sensor inputs, and I then melted the solder wire using a soldering iron and attempted to drop the melted solder on the end of the wires on both sides of the sensor, causing the wires to allow power to run through them and stay put in the sensor. We then used the other end of the wire to slot into our breadboard, which will be connected to our Arduino, allowing our sensor to carry out its function with our coding in the Arduino. The track we will be forming on is black and the outside of the track is white. So we program the sensor to scan black while performing the motor to run, causing it to proceed, and we also programmed it to turn off when it sees white, causing the robot to turn the directions we needed it to. We fixed the two sensors to either side of the robot to improve the accuracy of the turning.
Hi, I'm Christine Bay, and for my group, I did the programming of the Arduino and the physical circuit layout on the breadboard. For the coding, for the sensor code, I wrote two separate pieces to use two separate sensors. I made it that way so power is sent to the motors when the sensors are scanning white and will turn off when scanning black, so we can listen to the sensors scanning the turn and turn off that motor and turn to that direction. For the motors, I used two if-else loops, where one sensor controls one loop, which controlled the motor on the same side as the input sensor, and the same for the other loop. For the breadboard, I found out that unidirectional wiring is faster than the bidirectional wiring, as it allows a higher voltage input into the motors, which in turn allows them to spin faster. For my LED, I wired them into the same output pin from the Arduino as either motor to see when they are to turn on to without needing more code, just in case I'm having any issues with my motors.
The part body was a bit tricky to get done because of the rules that we have is we have 150 millimeters length and strength. Firstly, I started up with searching up ideas how to make bodies for robots, and I come up with my idea at the end, which is get a body like a boat to fit our rules in this competition. There was some strength in our robot, which it was fast, it was strong, was solid, and there were some weaknesses as well in our project, which was the ruler. The ruler really let us reduce the speed of our robot. So if I would do this project again, I would put a third wheel instead of the ruler to make it look more professional and to gain even more speed.